Hello, Scorpio. I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and these are your predictions for October 2025. I apologize for the delay. I haven't been feeling all that well, and I wanted to be in a better state of mind as well as my physical health because I strained my back terribly. So I just wanted to feel better and more clear-minded before I did any of the monthly readings. So I apologize for the delay, but here we are, my moon babies. Let's take a look at your predictions now for this month. I set the intention of this reading to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. So if you have Scorpio in any of those placements, odds are there's a message here for you. Also keep in mind it's a collective general reading. It is not individualized nor personalized to you. Messages may come through today that do not fully resonate, and if that happens, don't get upset. Just means that one message is meant for someone else watching. So just take what fits, how it fits, and of course, leave what doesn't. With all of that said, let's dive into your message. Tapping into the Scorpio collective now for Scorpio Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus. What does Scorpio need to know for October 2025? What do they need to know for October 2025? One more shuffle here. Thank you. In the heart of your spread, we have the Seven of Pentacles. In the top row, you have the Chariot, you have Strength, you have the Star. Flanking the Seven of Pentacles, you have the Lovers, and you have the Sun. In the bottom row, you have the Queen of Wands, you have the Seven of Wands, and you have the Five of Swords. Little sneak peek now into November. Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. That leaves the High Priestess, the Hermit. That's interesting. And the Three of Wands there at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Let's clarify these cards in this message. I'm using the After Tarot deck to do that. Seven of Wands, Nine of Wands on the split. Okay, the images for these cards are a little bit different, and therefore the meanings of the cards are different in this deck. So we'll go through them as needed for your reading. But right now, I just want to get the cards on the table for you. So let's clarify this now for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as Venus placements for October 2025. What do they need to know? We are clarifying the Chariot, Strength, the Star, the Lovers, Seven of Pentacles, the Sun, Queen of Wands, Seven of Wands, and the Five of Swords. Let's see what just fell out there. We have the Knight of Pentacles. We'll see if he wants to make an appearance again. You've got the Three of Swords, although in this card, this is repair. So maybe some of you are repairing some past trauma or healing some heartbreak that you've experienced. Okay, let's see where we go with this message. Clarify this further for Scorpio. One more shuffle. Thank you. The Chariot is being clarified by the Queen of Pentacles. Strength is clarified by Strength. Well, that's the universe saying I said what I said. The Star is clarified by the Four of Swords. Yeah, there's definitely lots of healing here. The Lovers clarified by Temperance. Seven of Pentacles clarified by the Star. The Sun is clarified by the Ace of Swords. The Queen of Wands is clarified by the Eight of Cups. The Seven of Wands is clarified by the Two of Swords. And the Five of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Sneak peek now into November. Queen of Swords. King of Wands. Two of Wands. That leaves the Page of Wands, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups here, 10 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. October is definitely setting you up for something that you want to come in November. Let's see where we go with the message. In the heart of your spread, we have Seven of Pentacles and we have the Star. This is your overall energy for the month of October. I was almost going to say November, so maybe some of you will carry in some of this healing energy into the month of November. We'll see when we do those readings. I think starting November, I'll do the monthly readings actually bi-monthly, every 2 weeks. So yeah, in another week or two, we'll take a dip into November. But right now, let's focus on October. October, Seven of Pentacles to the Star. You're definitely healing. You could be healing patterns within yourself. You could be healing bad habits or trauma, heartbreak from the past. You could be trying to heal connections in your life. I'm not sure this has a lot to do with other people at this point in time. This just seems to be, I want to invest my pentacle resources into healing some aspect of myself, maybe even your financial resources for some of you. It's different for every single one of you watching, but as a collective, you're healing. You entered the month in this state of healing, and you're going to carry with you throughout the entire month this state of healing. There's also something here about trying to understand what you want your future to look like or to be like, or who you want to be in the future. There's something here about, like, in the process of healing, you're getting a better understanding of wish fulfillment, or the type of life you would like, the type of job you want to have in the future, where you want to live, and who you want by your side as a partner, whether you're currently partnered or not. That seems to be the overall theme here for the month of October for you. One is healing, and in the process of healing, really getting a breakthrough, aha, epiphany moment of what you want your life to look like in the future and who you want to share that life with. Entering the month, the Chariot and the Queen of Pentacles. Again, there's this movement forward. I need to move forward. I can't sit still anymore. I don't want to stand still anymore. I want to begin nurturing myself. The Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing queen. She's not a action orientated queen, but she is a queen who looks into the future, and she decides to invest in something right now that she feels will benefit her in the future. So she's typically known as the mothering queen. She nurtures herself, she nurtures her space, she nurtures the people, places, things, ideas, dreams, and goals that she feels will be beneficial to her in the long run. She's not making any snappy decisions. It's a very methodical, calculating, obviously earth energy based queen. And that's your energy. I want to move forward in nurturing myself, nurturing my life, and again, nurturing in what I feel should be my life in the future, and the types of people, things, and all of that stuff that I want to be part of it. Strength to the Strength card. I don't know what you're overcoming here. Again, toxic patterns within yourself, childhood traumas, financial resources. I could have tapped into a group of you where you were kind of lost for a moment there. You didn't really know what you wanted in your future. There's just something here of I don't know, picking yourself up by your bootstraps after a difficult time, a difficult ending, some type of trauma, maybe even the realization of a pattern within yourself. This is, I'm not giving up on myself. I'm not going to give up on healing myself. I'm not going to give up on my wishes, dreams, and goals. I'm going to persevere, and I'm nurturing myself through the entire month of October in an effort to do that. I know you're a fixed sign, but that's not stubborn, fixed energy like we tend to see with your opposite sign of Taurus. This is very much resilient Leo energy. So maybe some of you have a lot of Leo in your chart. If not, you're just embodying that energy. I'm going to stay grounded. I'm going to take care of myself. I'm going to think about my plans, my goals. I'm creating a strategic plan, and I'm going to move through it. No matter what life throws at me or what it has thrown at me in the past, I'm not giving up. Four of Swords to the Star. Yeah, something happened here. Some Three of Swords moment. And again, could have happened 30 years ago and it's just affecting you now, or it could happen 3 days ago. Whatever it is for you, this is healing on top of healing of I, layers of stuff in your life. I don't think you're just healing one thing here. I feel very transformative energy here, even though we don't have your card, the death card, on the table. That's what it feels here. It feels like an overhaul. Whatever you went through this year, maybe since a Taurus season, something you went through made you realize that you're more resilient than you ever thought you were. Because it's sort of looking back now and oh my God, I can't believe I survived that. I did that. I accomplished that. I made it through that. I overcame that obstacle. I made it through that heartbreak on the days I didn't think I would make it through. There's just this feeling of calm, serenity, peace. Maybe I don't like the Three of Swords that I went through, but I'm a little bit appreciative of it in some odd way. I'm speaking like you because I realized just how freaking resilient and how amazing of a human I am. I think you went through something here from Taurus season till now, so April or May till now, that you didn't experience before in your life, or you didn't experience it to that degree. And I think it showed you how resilient you are. You're definitely healing a pattern here within yourself. I'm going to say that's for 99% of you. So I think you're showing up in the world differently. It's possible this transformation took place in September for you. And now we're just seeing the results of it, because this isn't even concerning another person. So again, whether you're partnered, single, you've got one friend, 100 friends, you are very you focused this month. And it's very different than what I've seen in the past, where in the past there was a lot of relationship stuff would come up in your readings, and always putting the needs of someone else first and keeping yourself on hold for another individual. This is a very emboldened Scorpio collective that I've tapped into. I like this. On the other side of the Star and the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Lovers and Temperance. You're making the active choice to stay balanced, in everything you do. This is even before sending a text message. You're pausing and making sure that it reflects the highest and best version of you. This is before you run out and buy something. You're thinking twice. You're making the active choice to be, I don't know, to alchemize your life and to be balanced and steady and to not hang on to the past or things that happened back there or what put you in that Three of Swords that you're sort of still healing from. This is, I want to move forward in a very balanced way. It's like life forced me to become the version of who I am, and I'm going to embrace it. The Sun to the Ace of Swords. This is clarity, like you probably have not had in quite some time. For some of you, you probably have not had this level of clarity in your life. The Sun card illuminates, and what is it illuminating? Clarity, truth, honesty. You're being probably the most authentic you that you have been in quite some time. Because again, remember in the past, all your readings were relationship focused with your parents, with your past, with a lover, with an ex, with friends. This is very you focused, clear minded. I know what I've gone through. I don't want to repeat that cycle. I'm healing a pattern within myself to ensure I don't repeat that cycle. I'm doing every aspect of my life to the best of my ability, as calm and as steady and as grounded as I can. At some point in time, you decided to lean into your opposite sign of Taurus. And I think you found a version of yourself that didn't exist beforehand. But this is definitely happiness. This is understanding what 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles should look like and realizing that it resides within you and that maybe there was a pattern here within yourself that you needed to heal. I also think you're seeing your future a lot clearer than you ever have before. You are on an entirely new path. If this is not your reading, you're watching this, you're saying, I don't know what the hell this lady is talking about, then just check another placement. But I've tapped into a group of you where something or a string of things you've gone through since April or May of this year has radically changed you for the better. Queen of Wands and the Eight of Cups. I think you have something or someone from your past returning in the month of October. In the past, whatever opportunity this is, or a person, or a friend, or a family member, or an ex, or a pattern even within yourself that is showing up. I think at some point in time, you would have taken the inspired action to run towards it. I have to connect with that person. I have to reconnect. I got to forgive my mom. I got to see what the ex is up to. You're not hanging on to anything or anyone from the past. In fact, when the past returns, you're still energetically, you have walked away. You've taken the inspired action to not wait around for that offer opportunity or communication or person. And even if it's a pattern within yourself that's reappearing this month for some reason, you're still taking the inspired action to keep walking. So you're not quick to repeat a cycle here at all. Seven of Wands to the Two of Swords. You have learned boundaries. You have your guard up. You're protecting your peace. Most of all, you're protecting your future. And so, yeah, when this person, place, thing pattern comes around, I don't think you're giving into it. If you are, you're showing up very differently. But most of you, I don't even think you're not showing up in whatever this is like you did in the past. Five of Swords, Nine of Pentacles. I'm focused on me. Nine of Pentacles is a singular energy. Again, whether you're single or partner, it doesn't have anything to do with that other person. This is you. I'm not going to argue. I'm not going to fight. I'm solid. I'm steady. I've been through hell. Phoenix rising from the ashes here would be an understatement for what I feel that you have gone through. Two star cards, the Four of Swords, two strength cards, the Sun card, which talks about healing as well. You've gone through something pretty monumental here, maybe since Capricorn season, Taurus season, for some of you more recent, Virgo season, which we just came out of. There's definitely earth energy here in respect to the time that something started in your life. And it wasn't to your benefit at the time you were going through it, that heartbreak or that loss, the sorrow, the disappointment. But it has shaped and molded you into a different individual now. More independent, more strong, more focused on your future, and not hanging on to anything or anyone from the past. Even if it's a pattern within yourself, you're not repeating it. Take a look at November. I think it speaks volumes. Nine of Cups, Knight of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. I will take the inspired action to move towards situations, environments, or connections that emotionally fill me, that bring my life emotional contentment, not that detract or subtract from it. And if it's fleeting in nature, or it does, I don't see it in my future, or I don't believe it will benefit my future since I'm so future focused, I don't want anything to do with it. And we don't need to discuss it. And I don't need to tell you why I'm declining your opportunity or declining the invitation to reconnect with you, or why I don't want the job, or like whatever this is for you. I will only take the inspired action towards things that bring me emotional contentment, not in a fleeting moment, but ones that I can see in my future. 10 of Pentacles. High Priestess, the Hermit, and the Three of Wands. You are so much wiser, so much more clear-minded. This is spiritual ascension on a level I have not seen for you since I started reading for you on YouTube since like April of 2024. And a little before that, I was doing it on Twitter and X. I have not seen this. I almost want to say to you as your friend, have some gratitude. I know that's tough for all of those Three of Swords experiences that you've had this year, because I don't think you would be in this state had you not gone through it. This is leading you to happiness. 10 of Cups and the Tower and the Four of Wands. Stability, happiness, emotional contentment with yourself, with your life, being proud of how far you've come, and even the patterns within yourself that your fixed energy at some point didn't want to change. You changed. You took the inspired action to change. You're on a totally different life path now. I would be a little grateful to the experiences that you had, as effing tough as they were, because I don't think you would be here without them. November, which is your season for the most part, is going to be a really monumental month for you. In the After Tarot deck, you have the Queen of Swords, you have the King of Wands, and you have the Two of Wands. You do have partnership here in November. I'm not going to tell you if it's a past person or not. I don't know. I'm going to start doing these readings every 2 weeks. So in another week or two, we'll see who this person is. But in the After Tarot deck, the Two of Wands is making a plan for the future and being cautiously optimistic about moving forward with a particular individual because they are by your side. And this could be a business colleague. This could be your best friend. Again, we'll know more when we dip into November. But whomever this individual is, past person, current person, a new person, you're not quick to rush into anything. Because I think the last time you did that, all of this happened. And because it has transformed you, I shouldn't say all of this happened, that Three of Swords happened, but because of that, all of this healing has happened. So you are cautiously optimistic about moving forward with this person in respect to this business venture, or it could be a friend you're going on a trip with, or anything like that. Connecting with a new friend, a new platonic connection, maybe romance for some of you. But Page of Wands, Ace of Cups, Page of Cups, and that 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, I just see you moving forward very, very cautiously. There's lightheartedness here. You're opening up, but it's slow, right? The pages are slow. So this is being very, very cautious. Every step, being mindful of every step that you're taking in this connection in November. Again, we'll dive into that in about another week or two. I'll start doing the bi-monthly reads for November. I wouldn't be so focused on that person. This month is all about you and this massive transformation that you've gone through. Massive. And aside from like the Chariot card, which talks about you moving forward, the Star card, the healing, Temperance, Star, Sun, more healing, the Lovers being your choice, we don't have any big major arcana cards, because I feel like all of that divine intervention of the Tower and the Death card, and I think that all happened prior to the month of October. This seems to be more you, internal processing, changing, healing, goal planning, being strategic, thinking about your future, being clear-minded about that, and feeling better about yourself, and not running back to repeat patterns or to be so quick to reconnect with people from your past. Now, maybe in November, that's something you decide to do. I don't know. We'll take a look at that in November. But you're not quick, even if it is a past person coming around in October. You seem to just be very much focused on yourself. Yeah, if this is like a past person sending you a text, I don't think you're like, in the past, you might have grabbed your phone and been like, oh, hey, how you doing? And I don't think you're doing that this time around. You're like, okay, yeah, I see your text. I got to get back to work. I don't want to fight. I don't want to argue about it. That Five of Swords, the swords are down, right? I'm not fighting. I've got work to do. I got to take care of my house. It's very me focused, but I think you've needed this. Unfortunately, you had to go through one, possibly two pretty significant Three of Sword moments for yourself. That's what led you to this. Let's get you some oracle cards and we'll close it out with some kippers. One card here for that first row. Yeah, charity. I think you're being charitable toward yourself. You're being kind toward yourself. You're being incredibly patient with yourself as well. Patience, 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 patience. Right? The Four of Swords is practicing patience. It's meditation. It's calmness. The Star is patience. The Star here again is patience. Temperance is patience. So I just think you're being very charitable with yourself. Even the Strength card is Leo energy, but it's quiet fire. It's quiet Leo. So again, I just think that you're being very charitable with yourself and with your resources. Lots of conservation here, conserving your energy for yourself. You have attracting, not chasing. That's exactly what you're doing. And I don't think you're running after, a past person if they're coming back around again. I'm not sure you're completely closed off to them, but you're certainly not running after them or chasing them like you used to. Even if this is a job or a client or some opportunity, same thing. You're attracting, not chasing in the month of October. One card here for that final row. Bountiful nature. We didn't get the Magician card. We do have a new moon in Libra on October 21st. It's your neighboring sign. I would manifest something that you want. And I don't think it should be a person. I think it needs to be something for your future. Something work-related, something financially related, something in respect to home base, to you. I think in the past, you tried to manifest the person or a person. I think this time around, you need to be a little bit more expansive and manifest something for you. Bottom of the deck, you have power of prayer. So yeah, I think you need to manifest, use that power of prayer, your power, connection to the divine to manifest here the future that you want. You're incredibly future focused here, more now than you've ever been. One card here for that top row. Devotion. Trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized and you are loved unconditionally. You then have voice of truth. Stand strong. Focus on your purpose. Release the fear of persecution and speak your truth. And maybe what that Ace of Swords is also is that you're just learning to be more authentic to you and speaking your truth when needed. And then you have Dharma unfolding. Remember that you are on the right path. Take one step at a time towards happiness. And we see that even there in November with the 2 pages here. Like you're taking one step at a time to discover what's out there, to open up your heart. You're being very cautious about it. Again, with whatever this partnership is, that looks like it's coming in November, maybe strengthening in November. But yeah, you definitely have some good karma unfolding. That's what Dharma is. And I think it's because you've healed a wound here within yourself. And we'll close it out now with some kippers. Gift and change. Okay. Let's get some kippers here. Yeah, that's like what I was saying. Like kind of look at that Three of Swords experience or experiences as a gift. Because I don't think you would be so future focused had it not been for those incidents. And again, whether they happened 3 weeks ago, 3 months ago, or 30 years ago, and they were still impacting you in some way. 2 cards here for the middle row. One more card here for that last row. Thank you. Okay. You have mature woman, which is like the Queen of Pentacles, and you have great fortune came out on its side. Yeah, because I think you're contemplating here. What do I want for my future? How do I want to invest my time and my energy? What do I want to devote myself to? And I think you're just sort of in this planning stage in the month of October. Lots of contemplation here about the future. You have main female and you have courthouse. Again, I think you're thinking about your future. What type of contracts you want to enter, where do you want to move, where do you want to live, what type of soulmates do you want in your life, legal and spiritual contracts, and you're playing a significant role in this. Like you're taking the leadership here. You're not waiting for other people to come around and make things happen or choose you or anything like this. You're on a new path here, Scorpio. I'm really surprised to see this. Change and thoughts. I think you've given a lot of thought to this. I think you've spent a lot of time alone. I think you're ready for this change. I think you have been ready for this change for a while. You're just finally deciding to do it. I also think that this has a lot to do with that possible opportunity or person or something like that from the past coming back around. I think they have been thinking about you. I know for me, it's a family member. She's already reached out. I'm not I'm not engaging. I'm not engaging. Yeah, she's a family member, but she's my mom, but I'm not engaging. So I do think for most of you, you're hearing from someone, but I don't think you're so quick to get back to them or reconnect with them like you used to. So they're noticing the change in you as well. You have occupation. I told you message and pathway. I think you are working, focusing on yourself, focusing on your future when some type of message or communication comes in. And it says message of concern. I think this person is concerned because you're not responding as quickly as you used to. And that's because, my dear, you are now on a new path. That's what I have for you for the month of October 2025. If you like those messages, they resonated with you, you want to claim all or part of them, maybe just find them to be helpful, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, my moon babies, good luck with the new path. I like it. Stability, if I can get the word out of my mouth. Stability looks beautiful on you. It really does. Congratulations. Until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.